Hello and welcome to Puzzle Wednesday. We're back with Petal Crash Online tonight. We're doing Trash Tack, which is a little bit more different, a little bit more volatile. Uh, to have to have other voices in the room besides me talking tonight, I got with me Roonespism. That is another voice, and Raspberryfloof. That's very funny. Sometimes I feel that way about my own microphone. Glad to know I'm not the only one cursed. And if you're only here for our Fight K brackets, we do things a little bit differently. The online client for Paddle Crash Online is free. We have our own self-made lobbies. There is a stream lobby per se that we're hosting. You see it right now, Wave High. Don't linger in there too long. We are trying to keep it to just who we need, and I believe bracket or room count is still like 10 or 16. Okay, that's better, but if I see you too long, I will kick you out. Our TOs tonight, give them all the tips, is Masa Queen and Notester. They're going to be making sure that we get filtered through between the winners and loser side lobby, and it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. What? Huh. I did have the other voices muted. Crazy, I'm talking to myself. Hi, Brune.
Oh, hello. I'm Roonespism.
Hi,
I'm
I'm Raspberry.
I'm very awake today. Let's play games. Speaking of which, I'm up first. I gotta play against Bintobox.
That's great. I'm gonna watch and talk about it.
That's great, buddy. I'm waiting for Challenger here. Does Bintobox have the password to this one?
We might need to put the password in the TO desk.
These things happen. I don't know who SYE is.
I think is that Binto or is that?
Ah,
DJI?
that is. Okay. Trash Tech is first to 2 or first to 3?
3.
I think it's 3.
Okay, good. This game's volatile as hell.
Yes. First. Trash attack games can take like a minute or less. Alright, so asking for the benefit of the audience and not me, the person who hasn't touched this game in months. How does Petal Crash work again?
It's a game where you take pedals and you crash them.
Ah, right. Now I remember. Thank you very much.
So it plays like a sliding puzzle game, like the 15 puzzle you might have seen, or
Yeah.
like the
Or
ice
those ice
puzzles from
puzzles.
Pokemon games,
The RPGs.
or 2048 if you're familiar at all with that.
Yeah, the idea is that when you slide 2 blocks of the same color into each other, they crash together, they explode, and send out a percussive force that does the same thing to other nearby blocks. So if you set up alternating chains of horizontal and vertical blocks next to each other, they kind of push themselves into each other. You're trying to set up big chains like that. Juicey's done a few of them now, which is why their opponent has a little bit too much garbage on their board.
Yep. And in trash attack mode, when you clear a group of petals next to the garbage, it turns the garbage into into that color. So you can just make one clear next to a bunch of garbage, and suddenly you have a bunch more of that color.
Yeah, it rewards you for making big, deliberate clears next to your garbage, because it basically just reloads you and gives you another chain ready to go. If you're very clever, you can even introduce a color into a chain as it's resolving, in a way that makes it then resolve with the chain. That's quite difficult though. I'm not sure if I could explain that chain form just with just words. The thing about Trash Attack as well is that Garbage... Normally Garbage has a little countdown that says like, okay, you just got hit in this area, Garbage will spawn here in 4 turns. Whereas in Trash Attack, Garbage drops down instantly. So you have to play a very... Ah, yeah, see? Sai was trying to shuffle around those purple blocks in the bottom left corner, and the moment they got moved, Garbage was introduced between them, which meant that Sai couldn't, like, shuffle them around again. You have to be very...
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Not versatile,
Defensive?
but... Yeah, defensive can definitely be a way to play it. But you have to be adaptable. Able
That's
to
a good
change
way
your
of putting
strategy
it.
on the fly. Basically, you have to play a kind of Puyo-like strategy, where when you hear a chain resolving, and you look at the board and you're like, wait a second, that's not me doing that, that must be my opponent making those noises. You have to already react with, okay, in that case I need to be preparing to take the hit. Oh, Juicey didn't notice, yeah, he moves that green block out of the way now. He did not notice that was in the way of his chain when he tried to do it. As if the garbage isn't bad enough, sometimes the game will also put blocks in the way of your chain. Oh, Juicey's got a huge one here. Oh! Doesn't notice the extension from the center. Yeah, kind of sets it off on its own there. If he started that chain with the oranges instead of, I think it was the blues he started with, I can't quite recall, it would have been a couple of links longer.
Sai not really having much to do, but because there was all that garbage around the purples, they did kind of clear themselves out.
Yeah. But now it's a little bit too much.
Yep.
No, that final move they did in the very top leftmost corner. When you're playing Trash Attack, you've got to clear towards the center, not the corners. Otherwise, you're just going to get yourself stuck.
GG's. Alrighty then. What do we got? Raz and Ardrox.
Alrighty.
I don't think hiding behind the cabinet counts as playing it. Unless I'm not reading this right.
Play an armored core grip on a cabinet.
I accidentally left. Don't.
Oh yeah, they never fixed that bug if you mash too fast.
Crazy. Alright, I'm in spectator.
Yeah, I figured it out.
You're the Days theme? Let's go. We don't have to use every post-Petal Crash 2 announcement stream to talk about Petal Crash 2. And I won't mechanically, but there's definitely some character themes I'm looking forward to. And we'll leave it at that. Yeah, like, I feel like the hardest thing about this mode is the disadvantage. Playing through disadvantage is hard. Because the rules around garbage are whatever you clear it with becomes that color adjacent. And you can kind of implement it into some chains, but God, use some different brand of brain smart for that.
Yeah.
So
That is designed to help make comebacks a little bit more possible. But you have to be a lot smarter to make full use of it compared to just destroying
thing.
garbage and having it leave a blank space.
yeah. Which, if you're not kind of in tune with how this rule set works, it can kind of get into a vicious cycle of, you know, the rich get richer. And Raz is plenty rich at this game.
Yeah. So Raz has grown an extremely large number of petals here, which is theoretically extremely dangerous.
So,
At
you
any
know,
point, if she just takes 5 damage randomly here, she is going to die.
it would be very funny.
Oh, it would be. It would be hilarious, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because in order to deal that 5 damage, Ardrox is first going to have to offset all of the damage that he is taking himself. And that's going to be quite difficult.
I think the early rounds of Trash Tack bracket are particularly brutal. Anyway, y'all in chat, you know those moments where like there's the bumper image and there's the music playing? We talk behind those. You can't hear it, but there's conversation going on. Yeah, you were there too. All this to say, I think it's something that I can actually see in her play now. Raz was talking about how she's kind of flubbed the Petal Crash online muscle memory for like Petal Crash Neo Geo's play speed, because it is slower than online. And there's some decision like, this isn't right. I'm following what she's doing. What's going on here?
It's a shame. Ardrox found a pretty clever lightning-fast 3-chain, and it wasn't quite enough to assassinate Raz before she had anything going, but it almost was.
Come on. Look, if we're gonna make the dream happen, do we get a point? It would have happened like 20 seconds ago, but...
Yeah, it's not happening. It's going to be a miracle if they can even survive this 20 damage. 25 now.
No. Tragic.
Yeah, no, when the garbage comes down instantly and doesn't leave a free space behind when you clear it, it means that it is very difficult to deal with someone who is just putting out a whole bunch more garbage than you are.
That was a sound effect.
It's possible to get very good at defense and surviving powerful chains in the regular mode, but in this mode, if the numbers are not in your favor, it is quite difficult to put up with that.
I forgot we had a dedicated subscribe sound effect. Thanks, rats. It's nice to have the little touch of Dan from Street Fighter show up in other brackets. Anyway, what do we got next? I gotta play TinWild.
Oh, that guy's not that good at this game. You'll probably get it.
Yeah?
Oh, I got the thing again. I'm always trying to join so fast.
Have you considered slowing down?
No.
Yeah, what's going on?
Huh?
How's it going?
Did you hear something, Juicy?
Nope, I got a game to play.
Fairy trying to say something.
I'm only a little fairy. I need your help.
With?
I need you to find your parents' credit card.
Yeah.
The numbers, please.
Listen, I'm sorry. I've only got my own personal credit card. Is that good enough?
I already gave you so much money. Leave me alone.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
for those who... Oh, I was going to say, for those of the people in the audience who may not recognize the voice, that is Ashley, creator of Petal Crash.
I invented Petal Crash.
Mhm.
I like to go to the tournaments when I can. Sometimes I miss them.
I like how we didn't even invite you this time. You just show up like the back door is open.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing my video game.
Yeah. There's no way we could have possibly prevented this.
I'd be like, let me in or I'm taking the servers down right now.
That's rude.
I'll be asking Jill or Nova to take the servers down right now.
Isn't that
I
what
don't know how to
happened
do
when we knocked you out of the very first Petal Crash bracket?
Oh yeah! Totally on purpose crash.
See,
Anyway,
this
before
mode
Ashley
is
came in-
brutal.
Yeah, no, before Ashley came in, I was talking about how TinWild isn't really that good at a video game and you'll probably be able to beat them. That was a lie.
Why would you
They're
do that
actually
to me?
extremely good at the video game. And if the audience wants to watch the, I suppose it would be the right side on stream, because you'd be playing the left side. If they just want to watch what's happening there, they will receive a master class on how to play this video game very fast and effectively.
Help!
See how there's a whole bunch of horizontal and vertical pairs being stacked next to each other? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that really fast, and then the opponent cannot deal with it, and they get just like that.
Ouch!
Okay.
Thank you for your help in the demonstration, Juicey.
I try my best.
I'm going to do my best to try and do something similar to that back at TinWild, and we can see who's better at it.
I feel like you have a better shot than I do. Just a hunch.
Possible.
I can't remember the last bracket you went to that you didn't top 4 in. I vaguely remember something of that in the past half a year. I just don't remember which game it was.
There's definitely a few brackets that I didn't top 4. Ghost Lop and Puyo Puyo 2 are the ones that come to mind immediately because
How did you do in Mahjong?
In Mahjong I came 3rd.
Of course you did.
I need to learn how to play Mahjong at some point.
No, you don't.
Oh, it's a great game.
Save yourself now.
But no, in Petal Crash specifically I'd hope to do well, but these days, and especially in Trash Attack, a mode I'm not quite as good at. I'll just be happy to make the podium today.
What do you mean you're both playing on mouse?
I know, we're cheaters.
You're not gonna be able to do that when Petal Crash Neo comes out.
True.
Not without a lot of Lewis scripting.
I don't think you can do that to an arcade cabinet. I don't think SNK knew what a Lewis script was. Jesus, goes by so fast. maybe
Bracket will
Masa.
slow down near the end.
Look, I'm just saying maybe Masa was right and we could have streamed everything and still went to bed on time.
It's possible. We do play first to 5s for all of top 8 though.
That's
Top 8 is where
understandable.
rounds are quite a fair bit slower. Oh, I've lost the plot in this chain already. Don't tell her.
No, now is the time to strike.
Ah, they are striking.
I don't think Note striking as hard as you would.
Yeah.
You're not the kind
you're
to
playing.
put on the kid gloves, right?
You're playing with a pretty full lord.
I try not to in Trash Attack, but in this case I couldn't figure out how to do it without growing.
I really want to see someone win a round with just a single poke. Like 3 garbage. Derails everything. It'd be nice.
exciting right now.
What's up?
I am getting the shipping labels ready for sending out the Petal 2 rewards.
That's crazy.
I gotta sign so many posters.
I mean, yeah, I think I went for sign option. I don't remember, it was just whatever was default.
Default was unsigned.
Oh, maybe I lied. I think I went for signed anyway. I had a 50-50 chance of being right.
It's fine. I am very humbled that people think my signature is worth anything.
It's okay, people will learn one day that cursive isn't worth anything.
Something
already
funny
getting to
about
that
my
point.
signature.
Yes.
A little Ashley trivia. When I was taught how to write in cursive, Roonespism got killed because of
I did.
hubris.
Hell yeah!
It happened.
When I was taught cursive, I was taught a weird kind of cursive where you wrote the lowercase letters in cursive, but the uppercase letters like regular printed. So
think I
I
like that
never
better.
learned how to write capital cursive letters. So my signature.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No. What did you guys say?
I was just gonna say, I think that's how I was taught cursive as well, but I don't remember it being particularly weird. I think that's just how we're taught this, really, I suppose.
Well, I never learned how to write capital cursive letters, so my signature is mostly like a big couple of letters and then a lot of scribbles.
I'm gonna love with you, the
No,
only
mine's-
cursive I remember is the first letter of my first and last name. Everything else, chicken scratch.
Also, whenever I sign things for people, I put a little fairy wing on it.
It's classic, love to see it.
Yeah.
Is Rune washed? Yes, I'm pretty sure he took a shower recently.
Just this morning, actually.
That's good. If you had any other
You
answer to that...
you gotta make sure with video game formats, right?
Look, I teed you up for an easy one. Thanks for not letting me down. Look at these clear numbers. It tells a wildly different story than Tug of War.
Or you can talk here.
That's cool.
That's me agreeing that it was a good game.
Alrighty. Petal crash.
I don't have the save file on this computer yet, so I don't have my special sparkly name. You just
Oh,
gotta
right.
believe me.
So, fake Ashley, got it.
I'm an imposter.
Something
I'm
like that.
Sus.
Oh, we're already in Juicy Losers. Everyone's favorite time.
Mhm.
Who am I playing against? I think it's Ardrox?
I believe so.
It's hard to tell with stream mode on. You don't want to dox anyone, even though it's Ardrox. Don't want to dox anyone. Yeah, it's Ardrox. I was in a real Mr. Driller mood since it got the cool shirt and all, but we need to character change here. Is it social options? It's not social options.
It's player options.
Player options. Thank you. Is there a Daze skin that I like? Because he is normally my character of choice, but I
I've
never
got him set with Kiryu.
play him in online because there's nothing in particular. I don't feel any real attachment to most of the colors here. They're all cool.
I have all of my colors set, even though I only ever play Yasodi.
I'll do Lupin.
Let's see. I could be Koishi Penny. Does this say anything for anyone?
It's Koishi Penny!
Yay!
Something I talk about sometimes is I made some of the Toho reference skins before I was super into Toho,
Yeah.
and now being super into Toho, I would reassign a lot of them. Like, Penny and Diani, Koishi and Satori kinda works, but Joan and Shion would have been way better.
My brain is so slow right now. How do I even play this game?
You move a pedal.
Prove it.
You're doing an okay job so far. That's a 5-chain. That's in the business what we call good enough.
Thanks, Dad.
Especially in Trash Attack.
Oh yeah, in
Oh,
Trash
that was
Attack,
good,
anytime you can make a 5, a minor miracle has occurred. Oh, that's...
Wanna watch me throw all of these effort away?
No, luckily your opponent had a giant streak of garbage across the center, so you could do basically whatever you wanted.
That's crazy.
The sentient malevolent garbage is gone for Petal 2.
Hmm.
I'd say I'd miss it, but
Oh, I'm gonna miss it.
no. Dumb the game down for me, please. Me specifically.
I made it to where you can't overgrow yourself just for you.
I know. I've been talking about it a long time, and I'm glad you listened to me.
Ardrox is good at finding those real quick 3-chains sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like
say.
they're a
Has
bit
woke
slower in
garbage
the...
now. I got rid of the evil garbage because of woke.
Ah,
You don't say.
Mm.
I can't believe that you're censoring the designer's original vision.
Ashley, make color clear the default.
No.
You heard it here first, folks.
Just kidding, I might, who knows. I think
Oh.
we... Uh-oh.
Ardrox, you have... Okay, good. It took them a second, but they found that they had an incredible move.
I tried putting color clear in as the default in our new game mode for the adventure mode, and it was too strong.
Too strong in which direction?
It was too easy to clear out attacks.
Ah, okay.
Like with the garbage clumping up now, color clear is actually like way.
Ah, yeah, you get
A
less
big
of
boost.
those
Oh, yeah.
patterns.
That
Right,
is
makes
fair.
sense.
We actually haven't tried Trash Attack in the new game yet. It might need some
Isn't-
adjustment.
Isn't Dream Duel just Trash Attack?
Oh no, Dream Duel is extremely different.
Yeah. Juicy, you said Ardrox is the kind of person who just joins basically every bracket, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Juicy
I
is
think
in a bit of a bind.
if they can keep doing
Oh!
this,
Ah.
if they can keep doing this, I think they've just barely learned how to play Petal Crash in time to be a competitor. It seems like they're getting better quite quickly.
We love getting a point.
Now let's see if they can pull it off again, because they're starting to get a much better handle on how to play early game chains here. Not super quickly, but perhaps quickly enough to cut Juicy losers short.
The only person who cuts Juicy losers short is me. And it's always tragically.
Actually, watching their play, it makes me wonder. I wonder if they know what the grow button is. Because they are handicapping themselves quite a fair bit if they don't.
Not so much in Trash Attack.
Not so much in Trash Attack.
Sometimes with
still-
Trash Attack, you're better off not knowing what it does.
No, this is interesting, watching someone who's pretty good at puzzle games in general try to learn Petal Crash from first principles. Because they are not extremely good at playing from disadvantage. They kind of need to win from the start or they're not going to win at all. Playing from disadvantage in this mode is very difficult and requires specific expertise.
The first couple months of learning Petal Crash is probably one of the hardest times I've had with a puzzle game.
Really?
If we still had the streams on how much I struggle on the puzzle mode, and like most of chat was roasting the shit out of me. It's like, okay, we're
no,
gonna break
I
it
haven't
down.
even cleared puzzle mode yet.
No,
There's
it was
there are
like
some puzzles in this game that are astonishing.
no.
There
It
are
was
puzzles
like
in the puzzle mode that I don't know how to solve.
y'all are thinking way too. I meant like the first 5,
Hmm.
and it's
Really,
everyone
those
like,
ones are easy.
Oh,
yeah,
those
I'm
ones are trivia.
sorry, I'm stupid.
For a second, I was being like, "Oh yeah, the puzzle one's actually really hard." Like, no, those ones? Oh no, yeah, you're stupid.
Oh, thank you. Got it on stream. Chat gave Juicey a
I
real
would never say
TBS
that to
flat
anybody.
apples. You just did though. It's here. It's
I
documented.
join-
I could soundbite that.
I put the /S tone indicator on there.
Oh, now I can
/J.
join. There we go.
Okay, we'll see. Anyway, what do we got next in the stream bracket?
We're gonna look at Mib versus
TinWild.
the Wild Card, also known as TinWild. I think they got their name changed at some point and they never changed it back. You gotta watch out for stuff like that in the Puzzle Wednesday Discord. You might catch a stray name change at some point.
You know, I've never done
Yeah,
that to Ashley before.
I was gonna say, yeah, like I'm called Ashley now.
That's
I
crazy.
don't even remember what I was called before.
Anyway, both Mib and TinWild are very good at this game. So this may be our first round that goes for a little while.
Not if the escalation kicks in.
How long does it take for the escalation to kick in Trash Attack?
I think 4 minutes, 4-ish minutes.
I don't think we're ever gonna see that once today.
People lived 4 minutes in this game?
It certainly happens in Tug of War from time to time, but if it happens in Trash Attack, then something strange has happened.
Uh-oh. I think
Oh.
TinWild's toast.
That very last purple move had to go left, and it would have given them another clear. They might have been able to survive. But yeah, Trash Attack's rough. Even if you're really good at the video game, playing against someone who's roughly as good as you are, sometimes it just feels oppressive. Like TinWild there, I don't think... It's probably been a while since they've had to play around instant spawning garbage. Okay, both players finding a pretty decent opening chain, so neither of them are gonna get just stuffed from the beginning this time. TinWild needs up fast. Okay, that should just barely be good enough, yeah. Here's what you want to see in a good game of Trash Attack, some garbage tennis, offsetting back and forth. TinWild, though, what they were doing just then, they were making too many 1 and 2 chains. That's not what this mode is about. They're playing for the battle bar, and it doesn't exist.
I did like Mib actually managed to chain off of a garbage clear. I'm like, that's the gears really turning there.
Oh.
Because it was
Yeah.
Blue's chain started, and then it looped in a circle, and there's enough blue to be an extra link there.
Yeah, it came back around, and yeah.
Mib is
playing
killing it.
fantastically. Yeah, they are playing incredibly from disadvantage here. They've actually managed to pull it back entirely now.
That's tough as shit in this mode.
It is.
Yeah.
No,
20!
the first 4 chain they found to break out of that situation was incredible.
Simply
That was
perish.
amazing. What a good round.
But yeah, even a fantastic comeback in this game only takes 77 seconds when you're playing Trash Attack.
Yeah, really.
If you see a 20 in Trash Attack, it is scary.
Mm,
That is all I'm about to
Well-
lose if I don't make a chain right now.
yeah. Yeah, in Tug of War you can see 20 without a plan on how to deal with it. It doesn't feel great, but it's like, okay, we'll just clear it later. Maybe I can dig my way back to my 4 chain. In this mode, if you didn't set off your 4 chain right now, you die.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I didn't even have a 4 chain though. Well, then there's nothing you can do, is there?
Rip. Ooh, that was
Mib-
sweet.
A little awkward looking.
Ah.
Mib made a single mistake there. And I couldn't even explain it before it was all over.
Simply don't make mistakes, forehead.
No, they got hit by garbage and they tried to grow to go like, oh, well, I should grow into the garbage. That's how tug of war works. That's not how this mode works. If you try to grow into garbage, it's going to spawn between your chain links. That's precisely what happened. It was actually the trigger. Their trigger was still open. It had a gap in it. The garbage spawned there.
Simply
No,
don't
it's
make
fine.
mistakes, forehead.
It's fine. Growing is more dangerous in this mode than in Tug of War, but you still gotta do it. Otherwise, how are you gonna get enough material to keep up with someone who's dead?
This is great. All of our tournaments should be trash attack now.
Look, if I'm gonna throw around my I run the tournaments weight, it's gonna be the postage stamp one.
Postage stamp one is pretty funny.
It was
No, I didn't
easily
even
my
notice
favorite of the
it.
mystery rule sets.
We've had a chain on the left and the right side there. Their left side chain is actually still there.
Whoa.
That was
Whoa.
crazy.
Yeah, that may be enough to keep TinWild out, but we'll see.
Yeah, TinWild's in a little trouble.
The postage
Yeah, like
stamp was one of the rules that either Raz or Amelia put together, and it's 3-color 5x5
It
board.
was 4x4.
It was 3-color 4x4, the smallest possible board in Petal 1.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just like, has the same energy of like Puyo Big Mode or like TGM Big Mode, and I had a lot of fun with it. I was actually pretty okay.
I was about to say, that's gonna result in some really good numbers because TinWild got overgrown while Mib had a giant chain just about
169.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh right,
Oh,
we're in the
wait,
first to 5
where-
dimension.
This is top 8. Yes.
We should make it to where in Petal 2, if you do a 4x4 board battle, it'll like scale up everything twice as big.
Please.
Including the characters watching the game from above.
Oh yeah,
It's just-
everybody's big.
Yeah.
Deck of Petal.
One of the things I'm actually excited for with the next update of Flycast is it's getting Sega System SP support, which means we can do Decorous.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be big.
It sure is. Thanks for noticing.
Well, after that opening from here. Ooh, that's dangerous. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That was almost
Mib needs
disastrous.
to invent a blue pedal from somewhere.
Mib,
No, oh, actually that sort of does it.
It breaks it apart.
Mib at least gets to live.
Yeah. No, it doesn't take the chain in quite the optimal way that they wanted, but with that little room to maneuver, they'll take what they can get. Ooh, they halted for just a second there, but they did find a fire chain.
Uh-oh.
It's fine, yeah. That wasn't a huge shuffle. Yeah.
I just
talking
get
about how
scared when I
this-
see the portable.
I was talking about how this mode was almost Puyo-like earlier. When you've got like a board with about 10 spaces remaining, you can use Puyo-like logic of, well, a chain that does 10 damage is probably also going to take a little bit of time to resolve. So as long as my shuffle doesn't take too long, they can't kill me yet.
I like Trash Attack a lot.
Mm.
I like watching it. I like playing it.
Prove it.
It's too
Join the
Puyo-like for
bracket.
me. It's gotten too close to my Achilles heel. We've invented a mode of Petal Crash where I have to understand what it's like to not be extremely good at Petal. Well, no, sorry, I am
Yeah.
extremely good, but not one of the very best. mode where I am merely like a decent player.
Wow, that must be so terrible for you.
Oh, it is! It's the worst! What we should instead do is just do score runs, where I've got the world record.
Yeah, just a score tournament where there's actually not any interaction, but you still do a bracket for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we did mixed match like that.
I was gonna say every once in a while we have
Like
a justification here or there.
Oh, look
It's just
at this
usually
green block.
a lot of score attack stuff is not done on a neat timeline.
Aww.
That green spawning in, like, oh, you wanted a green here, right?
Mib was crawling out of that situation.
Oh, they were. If that green didn't spawn in, then they would have had a little gap to make another big one clear, but...
Another one of oh, you would have survived in Petal 2 because there's no spawning under in Petal 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, TinWild going for a very interesting opener here, setting up this weird, like, sandwich in the center of the board as the seed of their chain.
Very funky looking, I like it.
Yeah. And they do just barely manage to wrangle it before they get hit by something massive.
Perfect
Exact
cancel.
cancel. Yep.
You'll love to see it. Oh, that would have worked in Petal 2.
I don't like Mib's board here. The entire top half is pretty checkerboard. They're building chains in the bottom, but they've already ran out of time. They're gonna have to clear this entire thing with the reds, yeah.
Luckily, the color clear makes that pretty...
Yeah, they just barely get back to the bottom half chain that they had. So yeah, they had to play like a genius there just to live. I think they grew a little bit too much and put him in that situation to begin with.
Well, they're doing pretty good now.
Yeah, no, getting back to that bottom half chain is just what they needed. Now the match is maybe not even, maybe a little bit in their favor. Ooh, slightly unfortunate for TinWild that the purples didn't go up there as well. They needed that little bit of extra damage. Oh, a fun color clear chain there. Gets the purple link that didn't exist before the garden was destroyed.
You'll love to see it.
Mib was in advantage earlier, but they've slowed down just a little bit. They're doing 3 chains, which is good, but probably not quite good enough to kill TinWild. Oh!
Lord's looking
They
Oh.
have 2 moves there. Okay. Yep. Funnily enough, TinWild wishing they went for a slightly smaller chain. It would have resolved faster and probably killed.
Oh.
But things are looking extremely good for TinWild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like the crowding on Mib's board finally came back to bite them.
Mhm. Yeah, it's interesting. They pulled off that fantastic comeback in the second round. But I think their board management, like the way that they grow a lot and do not clean up parts of their board sometimes, I think that might bite them in the butt for extremely long rounds rather than just kinda long rounds. But also, when you play as fast as they do, and you just tend to kill people who aren't as good as TinWild in the opening, it usually doesn't matter.
I'm unstoppable when it comes to beating weak opponents.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a pretty good branching claw from TinWild, right when Mib has this dirty bottom left corner. Oh, Mib has to settle for a 2-chain there instead of using the blues and reds to extend. Yeah, that's not enough. They needed to get greedy there.
I know it's not been quite reverse 5-0, but man,
TinWild bringing it back.
It's close to that.
I wonder. I was practicing a little bit yesterday, but these days I don't play a huge amount of Petal Crash between brackets. I wonder if it's the same for these two. Because it could just be... Actually, no, Mib is playing like they've been playing Petal Crash their entire life to this moment.
Yeah.
Whereas I wonder if TinWild is warming up.
You're gonna have to refresh me. Was Mib there at, like, Petal Crash Online launch? I remember that being a more recent-ish name?
Yes, I believe so. I don't think Mib has been playing as long as some of us have.
I think that shows somewhat. I was saying this in our talk earlier, but, like, I definitely hope we see some of the energy that the Petal 2 backer kit ended up for brackets.
Oh,
It can't be the same numbers, but...
For Mib.
Oh my god.
Oh, and they had to pause for so long to figure it out as well.
Aww.
I don't think I even need to try to describe it. I think if Mib goes back and watches that round, they'll watch what they did and goes, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Hate to see
There
it.
was some
Great
good-
matches, though.
Tragic.
Ah, what a shame.
But I do hope we get some people that are excited to be at ground floor for a new game.
Yeah, I hope so too. There's gonna be a bit of time before the online is ready, so people will have opportunities to like practice before getting into it. Right now we're working on I'm working on the crowdfund stuff and also assets, and Jill's working on... What is Jill working
Video game.
Oh yeah, Jill recently has
pouring
been
fluid from one beaker to another labeled video games.
Jill's
it's
been working on
fun.
the new mode and also on like various back-end things that are not very exciting to share. Like, oh yeah, we got the music
back-end
system
stuff
in where you
is
can fade between music.
Who am I playing against?
That's the stuff
Darkslayer,
I'm most
okay.
interested in. Also, I'm a programmer.
I think
Yeah.
this is it for Juicy Losers.
It's entirely possible.
I'll be right
Darkslayer
back.
is pretty good at the video game.
So many people in this bracket are very good at the video game.
Yeah, we've racked up. Even if it says 19th, we've racked up more than 20 Petal Crash brackets. There was a little bit of chatter in the channel from a lot of our newer, like, every game players. It's like, how does everyone know this game but me? No, we've been running this for a while.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, he got a lot of killers bringing things up at this point.
That's kind of fun. Darkslayer had a really big long chain there, but they instead took it in a way where it quickly resolved as a 3, and now Juicy is dead. Oh wait, no, maybe not quite dead. It was almost like they intentionally took it as a Rio-style Hellfire or something. And now Juicy is dead.
Oh, it's first to how did I make it into top 8?
How many people does this bracket have again?
More than 8.
I'm back.
True. Welcome back.
Thanks.
We were just talking about how this round is technically a top 8 round, right? Because we've made special rules for top 8 in a bracket that I believe has 11 people in it.
Hey, look, there's a couple games where it can be hard to really pin down what a set count should be. So I do not have any
Yeah,
particular...
this isn't the worst for that, but it is probably the worst Petal Crash set for that.
Oh,
This time Juicy's got a big chain ready for it.
perfect cancel.
Unfortunately, though, perfect cancels tend to favor the person who struck first. So now Juicy's got the little garbage to contend with anyway. Oh. Juicy gets a little bit of damage through the offset there. But
Ah, are you kidding me?
yeah, his board is not really in a shape to continue the pressure fact, his board is in more of a shape to die than to continue pressure.
This is a sort of a dying kind of board more than a winning kind of board.
Yeah. That was close. There were a couple of 1 clears there that probably could have gone together in a chain instead.
But I like 1 clears. Why are they
Oh,
bad
might-
in this? I like the big 1. I can get like 9 pieces in it. It feels great.
I'm trying to think. If you are a big fan of 1 clears, what is the best puzzle game to be playing? Oh, it's Guideline. Never mind.
And those are small
Four wide,
ones.
4 wide.
Those don't count.
Ooh. Takes
Yeah.
9 to do that, but yeah, you've got that giant orange clear to quickly give them a taste of the garbage too.
You mean the yellow clear?
Oh yes, the yellow clear, my mistake. I need to get my eyes checked, clearly. Let's see. Juicey's board is fairly messy, and Darkslayer does theoretically have a giant chain in here somewhere. You just need to dig back down and find it.
That would have worked in Petal too.
Yeah, well, let's say Petal one. Ooh.
Whoa!
Ah, no. That big 1 clear was nice, but it needed a chain multiplier to really push through this offset. Okay, now I can see Juicey's chain. The problem is, though, that the trigger has been buried, which is bad news if you suddenly take a whole bunch of damage. Oh! I see, you're doing the chain backwards. Silly me, I thought you wanted the oranges involved.
Silly
You mean
me.
yellows.
You
No,
think
that's
I'm
how
not
that should be, yellows.
chain dyslexic? Little did you know! Little did you
What
think
garbage of destiny!
I was going to be the one who wins by the Pope!
Oh, this is fantastic. You had
This
a
is when-
glorious vision of a world you wanted to live in, and then you fought for that vision.
That's the one where you get the
It was me,
little cherry
Austin.
victory icon.
It was me all along! Oh, God.
No, here I was talking about buried chains. Turns out that Darkslayer had one as well.
Oh.
Oh, there was a clever extension there. But this game mode is far too fast-paced for me to try and talk about things that happened in the past. But instead, I could be talking about how that 5 chain is going to kill you.
Gotta live in the moment. Or
Mhm.
die in the moment, I guess, if you're
Or
Juicey.
die.
Something I've been working on with Petal 2 is all of the new big visual novel style character portraits.
Ah, yeah.
And we finally have the neutral poses done for the 7 main characters. So maybe I could share one.
That's a pretty good opening chain from Darkslayer. Juicey is not quite prepared to counter. And that's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, I got one. I'll take it.
Yeah, you got the poke. You got to fulfill your dream.
Mm.
Well, anyway, see you
Something
guys
like
next Puzzle Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's the end of the bracket.
Alright.
The bracket happens and no one's around to TO it.
It doesn't happen. Alrighty then. Stream, we got DigiDigi and Roonespism. That's the other side of winner's semis, yes?
Oh.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
First, I'm going to have to defeat a powerful Petal Crasher before I get the opportunity to play against one of those two powerful Petal Crashers from earlier.
But I'm already out of bracket.
A little earlier than that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Alright. DG has been getting the better of me lately, and also this is the mode I'm worse at. So I think I'm not even the favorite going into this one, but I'll do my best.
No, I'm happy with how that turned out. That was very funny. Thank you for making a video game I can laugh to.
You're welcome.
It's the most important quality.
Between live, laugh, and love, we focused on laugh.
Good, correct. And then you focused on laugh, or love, and then live was a very, very distant third consideration.
Yeah, live was a very low priority.
I can kind of see what Rune's talking about, because Digi's getting a lot of just massive tails and multi-clears at the end of chains, and, you know, tack on that extra damage, spend those resources, don't do single clears, kids, apparently they're bad.
Oh. A little traveling chain.
But in a game where, like, Rune can't win by tanking the first stock.
That's my favorite thing to do!
I know it is, buddy. I'm
like
sorry.
Luckily, this round has been going on forever, so I have that kind of feeling anyway.
Yeah, doing power chains, eco-caches, whatever you want to call them, spending a lot of resources on the same link is going to win out slightly harder in this.
Yeah, without the battle bar, there is really no point to be doing anything other than big moves.
Digi had
And
like
obviously it's
a
harder to get away, but they're still the only thing that matter.
Digi had like a beta pedal crash board was like completely full of stuff that's been already put into pairs for you.
Maybe you should go back to that idea. I like it.
No.
Well,
Competitive chain trial. It's like Big
Metal
Bang
Crash
mode from
Fever.
Trio, you know?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
loves playing Big Bang mode. They're always doing it. Whoa, big zigzag clear.
We're using the garbage there to set up a link in the chain. Like, I think color clear really helps facilitate this mode a lot. The garbage comes in fast, but because you can...
Anyway, see you guys
That was
next
guaranteed.
Wednesday.
That was guaranteed too. I didn't notice that that was the only valid spot for garbage.
Gotta do pedal crash fever.
That would be a cool thing if, like, story mode had you playing different modes of Petal Crash. Have a
Fun idea.
2v1 mode just for fighting the twins.
It's funny. It's a fun idea, but it's also a lot to ask to get people to learn how to play regular pedal crash. Let alone play all the weird variants.
Which character would be the one who had tilt controls as their native mode and story?
Strelitz.
Strelitz wouldn't be tilt controls. He would want something with, like, bigger clears.
Strelitz would have, like, 2 colors.
Strelitz plays modern Zangief.
Strelitz would have some kind of bombless mode where you, like, actually ended up with, like, bombs on the board that blew up the petals.
That's funny.
Actually, Akuma's out now. Strelitz plays Akuma.
Yeah, he probably does.
Keeps wondering why he dies in one touch.
Yeah, but sometimes he hits you with, like, one hit and you take, like, a whole bunch of damage.
Nah, you need to know combos.
He would
Speaking
be
of that,
Howler
look at
mode.
Rune!
Whoop.
That's
Well, he's just
illegal!
playing time trial.
Yeah.
I've never seen Rune Sports so empty.
I'm scared.
It's like you have to be watching your opponent in this mode a lot to know when you can get away with pushing for extra grows and pressure, and when you need to be playing defensively and have space to tank garbage.
I think it's neat. That would have been a
Oh,
diagonal
no.
clear. Oh! Libby's gonna get a new outfit in Petal 2.
Oh yeah,
That's
she gets
cool.
her Freedom Planet 2 outfit, right?
Not exactly, but closer to her Freedom Planet 2 outfit than this version. This Libby is based on the original icon type design. She's gonna be a little more organic looking. Whoa. That would work in Petal 2.
I thought we could go one stream without doing it.
Nope. Sorry.
I'm gonna start saying, man, this would have worked on Petal Crash Game Boy Color. And then it would legally be obligated to work because otherwise it would be a lie. And I would not do that.
It's really inconvenient how we always have to change the game to keep things you say from being lies. Mm.
That's... You know, I appreciate you. Never let it be said.
Okay, I won't in Petal 2.
We still need to come up with a better name for sandwiches than sandwiches.
I think sandwiches are here to stay.
The Xerxian brain rot never really leaves no matter how poisoned or retired we are. He is. He's so retired, you guys. If I keep saying that he's gonna show back up for Petal Crash 2, he's going to have to, so I don't lie. Jeez.
Ouch.
Youch. Alright,
That
Rune?
was annoying. That was the easiest round to win out of the 6.
Dang.
Boo. Oh, for both of us, that is.
It's okay. You can make it Roonespism Wednesday again, if that makes you feel better.
Oh, thank you. That's my
You're
favorite
welcome.
thing to do.
You were blocked.
Trying to
Alright.
silence me.
Let me see something really quick. There's a big one on Discord, and I should see what that's about. Someone tells me it's shilling time. Crazy. This is the stream that I give all of you a little insight onto what happens behind the scenes. Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, I probably do not have the most up to date of schedule slides, but it's relatively there. May 29th, you were there. All of you were. You saw Sonic Eraser. You punched Sonic in the face with Sonic. It's a great time. No, realistically, we're at June 5th right now. It's Petal Crash Online. Trash Tech. Wave right now, you're on the screen. And we have a little bit of an interesting case. If you've listened to any of our streams before, you know that we're not the fondest of SNES 9X as our emulator choice, so we're trying Wrecking Crew 98 via RetroArch's netplay to see if that's a better solution. If you don't know what Wrecking Crew 98 is, it's a puzzle platformer take on Panel Depon, where instead of the cursor, you're
Mario.
Trash
You're
Boat's-
Mario.
Trashboat's gonna crucify me for this. We're gonna call it a Sokoban. I'm furthering some sort of bit or agenda. But you're controlling a funny little guy, and the movement of this game is the puzzle solving in and of itself to a certain degree. It's a good time. And June 19th, we have Mouse Shooter Go-Go, which is a violent game. Early rounds, like first to 5, you were doing Puzzle Bobble Dodgeball. That's the most succinct I've been able to narrow it down. Like, you are aiming and shooting. It's a match color game, but also you can just beam your opponent with a piece and they'll lose instantly if they don't react. Which is,
it's very funny.
For like the past month, maybe 2, we've been running all the ones I'm like, and this is the real violent puzzle game, but there keeps ending up being more. But that's gonna be it. One thing I will say we have, just slightly off the docket there, we got on June 22nd confirmation that we are doing the Magidoro Masters 3 International Magical Drop 3 League Finale. It's going to be a good time. And while Bird Up is still contributing to the prize pool, and I will be doing it a little bit myself, we have merch this year. There's a bunch of stuff through playmagicaldrop.com. Let me find the announcements. I have a link, unless Moss is going to beat me to it. It's https://playmagicaldrop.creatorspring.com. Gonna copy the link, gonna throw it in chat. There's a full hat. I want a full hat. Masa dropped the link, but I'm gonna do it again. So get that. Proceeds will be going towards the Magidoro Masters 3 prize pool. And, make sure that everyone who's fought their way into top 8 this year has a little bit extra to feel worth it. And that's more or less what we've got. And if you want to see more, we have all the way up to July announced in our Discord. So get in there. We also play friendlies, do other streams. It's a good time. It's a good time. But with that, I think it's time for Winners Finals, yes? Maybe? I don't know.
No, it looks like we're going to go back and do some losers' quarters first.
That's crazy. I can't believe Bird Up has infected us with doing bracket the right order. It took years of us being like, no, we're doing it our way. And suddenly our TOs are like, he's got a point. Okay, we got Mib and Raz.
Brackets the only ones I ever join. I didn't realize you weren't supposed to just get winners finals out of the way early. Isn't it fun to just
Thing is, you're not
do
supposed to
winners
do
finals?
that.
What? But then, it's fun because it puts someone up on a pedestal of like, that's the guy. You
Yeah.
see that guy? That's the guy you're all fighting for the chance to beat.
But it's like you don't want your hands to get cold and tired by that point.
I suppose.
Look, we just do things different sometimes until we don't anymore.
Looks like Raz has found the big chain slightly before me. It counters it, but not quite enough. with that little bit of speed advantage, Raz still is the slower one, finds fall off in the mid-game. Because it's 20 seconds in and we're in the mid-game now. Yeah, Mib's got something pretty big here. Okay, I was about to say, as long as they can figure out a way to resolve it in a couple of moves, they could.
It's like, right, we're not in the mid game, we're actually in the mib game.
Ah,
'Cause
no
Mib's
wonder
the
they
game.
won. They managed to do it with precisely 69 clears as well, which I would be remiss to not say aloud. I was gonna say, Ra's building a very volatile chain here in the middle with plenty of gaps in it, but very cleverly decides to resolve it before anything spawns in the middle, and thus takes the game immediately. There's something to be said for just building a chain in the middle if you can spot one quickly. It's usually a little bit faster to get 5 that way, even though it's harder to extend. In this mode, you might catch your opponent sleeping doing something like that. Oh, Raz cannot figure out how they want to extend this chain. That big power 3 coming in a bit late and now getting countered.
That was a
That's
little
good
fancy
follow-up,
one.
though. Yeah. Now their opponent's scrambling to get back into the center. And even if they do, the right side is a little bit dirty. Really only has the bottom left corner to work in, whereas Raz... Actually no, now Raz has kind of a checkerboarded right side as well. Both players kind of playing with half a board here. That's probably too big for Mib to handle.
That probably is too.
Yeah, even before that very final hit came in, Mib was going to struggle to clean up the center from there. They had only about 3 spots to work with.
Hey,
Hmm.
I've gotta get together
Yeah.
with Jill and record some footage to apply for PAX Rising.
Ah.
The first sentence of my story of what I was gonna do today lasted the entire match.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, it looked like both players had a pretty slow opening there, but Mibs was certainly a little bit slower. It took Raz maybe about 5 or 6 seconds to set up her first 3 chain in the corner there. Meanwhile, Mib barely managed to get a single sandwich. Theoretically a better shape to extend, but not if you're doing it that slowly. Okay, now they've managed to figure out how to get a big extendable chain going before it's too late. I think Raz cannot possibly win from here. Yeah, Mib's board is still very clean. They've got plenty of big chains ready to go.
Youch!
Yeah, those are were the kinds of openings they were doing against TinWild. Oh, Raz going for a couple of 3 early grows. Very bold. They do get a 5? They get a big chain that basically just spawned in for them. But their opponent also managed to build a counter. Now things are getting a little bit dangerous for both players. No, that's not. Oh, actually,
Just barely.
that's still not. Yeah, I'd still say that isn't quite good enough, but it's a lot better than anything I could see. Yeah, Raz has just had to grow so many times this round.
Oh, could have pushed down and got a 2-chain out of that.
Oh, just one move short to stay alive there. That would have been very funny if they could have snaked their way all the way back up into the center. Alright, that evens up the set for Mib. If they can keep this momentum of quick wins going, they can have this one wrapped up in just a couple more minutes. Ooh! A lightning attack by Raz actually puts some garbage in an annoying spot. Mib has to extend up into the right side instead of towards the center there. But they do manage to pull it off. Yeah, now they're just doing... Oh, even throws a 2-chain on top to make sure it kills. Oh, I don't like that growth in Raz. Manages to get a 3-chain out of it, but Mib's board is very clean here.
Oh, a branch.
Yeah. I actually like Raz's strategy now of just doing these repeated 2 and 3 chains to stop Mib from getting comfortable. But they've managed to build something out of it here. Still, like 5 or 10 seconds in, I was like, oh, that grow was disastrous. Raz may have just lost the game on the spot. But with that adjustment, they've managed to pull it back, and now it's actually quite even, if not in her favor. Oh no, that orange push was terrible for me. That needed to be part of the chain, not the trigger. Yeah, now they've got this beautiful red block in the top left. They just need to get back to it somehow. In a 2-chain. Not ideal.
Oh!
I know this is going to seem really sidebar, but I do like that there's been a through line singling out someone in chat of Anthony Nelms 38 coming in and giving me updates on how the Dodgers are doing. Because I went through and looked on the monitor like, oh, there's like a year of this and that. You know what? That's cool. Thanks for sharing that. Alrighty then. You know, I did not change the round title from Winners Finals at all. That was not Winners Finals, folks. Oops. What are we actually looking at? This is Losers Quarters?
The other side of Losers Quarters.
Thank you. Good job in Winners Finals, Raz.
Awesome! I get to be waiting in the next time we run Petal Crash in Losers Finals.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Last time, I didn't try winning. This time, I'm gonna try winning.
Winning is usually the best strategy for victory.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm going back to my old strategy of losing. Okay, we're fine.
Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, nice.
Apparently it wasn't nice enough.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Darkslayers was one nicer. This mode really emphasizes tempo. Just because garbage comes in and is relevant so quickly, one move can literally kill you. If you're one move too slow, you might have garbage fall in where you're moving, and that would just end you.
That's why I'm not very good at it. My style is very improvisation heavy. And what
Yeah,
that
this mode
means
really
is,
rewards like looking ahead in your chains and planning moves out quickly.
I don't want to plan, I want to improvise. Thinking ahead sounds like the kind of thing a nerd would do, and that's just not me. Oh no! I should have thought ahead.
So wait, if this is a mode that a nerd would be good at, are you saying this is the mode Lilibri is best at?
It's entirely possible, because Libri in the AI modes... One moment, I'm trying to play a video game here. But with her, she tries to basically win without ever taking damage, because she's just very good at the game, and then gets flustered the moment any damage happens. That's a decent style for this. That's actually what I try to do. I try to just never take damage. And if I outclass my opponent by enough, it works. And if I don't, then I get flustered and die. Like that.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
Still in it.
yeah. Once again, color clear to the rescue.
Yeah.
That's the thing you can't really do in Tug of War. Like, garbage doesn't immediately block your chain like it does in this mode. But when it does, it's just like you have to do 2 moves to put something back. Whereas here you can just clear whatever color you need next to the garbage, and suddenly it's like you moved it there yourself.
I think this might be it, folks.
I don't know.
Ah!
Oh, there was one more you could have done in the top right.
Yeah, but I wanted to begin work on the chain on the left, and it's hard to count exactly how many I need.
So the
Petal
board's so
2.
full.
Color
Honestly,
clear
this is-
In the time it takes for your chain to resolve, I will simply do another one.
In Petal
Honestly-
2... Sorry, I just wanted to give a little fun little Petal 2 preview.
Yeah.
Color clear garbage actually looks different than regular
Oh.
garbage. Instead of having an X on it, it has a little star. We were experimenting with the idea of, like, having puzzles that could include regular garbage or color clear garbage. Or both.
Oh! What just happened on my board is proof that when you're good enough at this game, sometimes you just get lucky.
I mean, Darkslayer's kind of having that happen too. All that garbage you sent has already been turned into colors and cleared. Oh, they're trying so hard.
I wish they'd try a little less. Oh, thank goodness. No, precisely what happened when I said, oh, I kinda got lucky because I was good there. I wanted to discard a petal that was in the way of a chain, but I noticed that I could do it in a way that caused another chain to happen. So I moved something out of the way, go, okay, this discard now causes a chain, but then it accidentally linked both of the chains that I wanted to do in sequence together. It was like, oh wow, I didn't see that at all. And it all happened because I noticed that one little thing that could make it maybe a little bit more efficient, and instead made it way more efficient.
Oh wow, a 20! Darkslayer's opener, not nearly that good. So they're a little bit on the back foot here, but not too far behind. Of all the things I'm looking forward to for Petal Crash 2, I think the new soundtrack is definitely one of the big ones.
I've been getting a little bit of progress on new tracks, and they're good. I would share some, but I don't ever want to share it without permission from the musician. The new menu music's really nice.
Darkslayer's
Well, whatever.
looks a little confused on how they're gonna start their chain.
That's good news for their opponent. Whoever that is.
Rune with a massive
Wonderful.
clump here. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I used to be able to do.
And
Aw.
Darkslayer did not see the yellow clump.
No, you mean the orange one?
Orange? Yeah, gold clump. The gold clump. Wait a second. Is the gold petal? No, wait, that's a tulip. That's not a. I was like, wait, does the gold petal have a marigold on it?
That's yellow.
Yeah, it's yellow. And it's tulip. I picked the flowers fairly arbitrarily.
Oh my
Very-
goodness, this chain
very
from Rune.
Huh?
It got sent back? I didn't even
What
see
happened?
Darkslayer.
Very like Dragon Ball Z smoke clearing the villain is still standing moment.
I was extremely confident in that one, but one of the reasons I was confident in it is because I did mine first, so even in that very unlikely case, I think I was still dead.
I love that Amelia and I playing co-op so much has just ingrained that a perfect counter is a pedal crash.
Why is my opponent hitting me instead of dying, which is what they should be doing if I'm playing this well?
Darkslayer has kind of just been doing constant 2 and 3 chain pressure. Almost every move they've done has sent some garbage.
Aw.
Oh, but now the snipe's coming in. Yep. Those are like small chunks of garbage that land right where you're aiming to move. Pedals are so disruptive.
Yeah, I've kind of... Oh, wait, that was 5. I've kind of naturally settled back into my tug-of-war style, where after I'm done hitting them with big chains, I'm then doing small chains to both disrupt and also win the battle bar. Here, there's no battle bar to win, so it's not quite as good, but it does still work, of just like, okay, hopefully they're reeling from my big chains enough where just small chains will get will fill in the things they're trying to do from here on.
Thing I'm really proud of in Petal Online is how when you say something, your name like moves up to the corner of the text box and back.
Mhm.
That is pretty cute.
I mocked that up myself,
Oh,
and I gave Nova all the like little formulas and stuff to make that happen.
I can't tell. Is the cabin started? Oh, yes, it is.
Yes,
yeah.
it's winners finals time with TinWild and DigiDigi up
Wait, what? Oh.
to bat.
Mm.
It's gonna be so great if Petal 2 takes off and sells a batillion copies, and then all of the people who are out on the ground floor who have their like fancy gold costumes and stuff become like a
Oh, we knew
I'm
about
gonna
it
sell my copy of
before
Petal Crash
it was a
too.
worldwide phenomenon.
Only you could have been so lucky to have gotten in on the ground floor.
I like DG's opener a lot better than TinWild's here. This is the kind of situation where it would be probably fine if this was Tug of War, but in Trash Attack this looks dire. Although DG did just mess up a little bit with that chain there. That could have came out way faster.
Big branch.
Yeah, they're ahead of. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
Oh, that was nuts.
Yeah, that was very, very good. That's what they need to take advantage back.
Yeah, but TinWild cleared the garbage in such a way that now they have a nice chain set up in return.
Yeah. Ooh. Nah,
And
that's
Digi has their board set up in a way where they can die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
Oof.
it
the thing
really
is,
is
though-
important to just keep something open on your board so that you can
Yeah.
stave the garbage off.
David
With DG, I
one,
thought they were
two,
hitting
three.
hard enough where they could just rely on the offset, though. It seemed like they were winning for most of that round, and then they lost.
I like how there's 2 Yosodis and 2 Dionys in the corners.
We've chosen our sides. Alright, we've got some garbage tennis going back and forth. DG decides not to counter the 1.
Oh.
I'm
Take the
surprised
hit in the
DG
middle
doesn't.
of their chain.
Oh, wait, I see what's going on here. They're desperate to get back to the left side rather than the south side because that's where the chain goes forwards. Yeah, they're.
Yep.
I think I would have
Yeah.
just taken it from the south and just accepted the fact that I had to do the chain backwards at that point.
The south?
The south! I don't know, the bottom, the down. It's like, you come up with a better way of saying it, I guess. The lower side?
The bottom?
Yeah, but that's syllables.
Sorry for making fun of you for saying the south.
No,
Do it
that's
again.
Fine, that's fine. You should make fun of me because I think it might be a habit.
I thought it would have been a habit from Mahjong, but then the winds changed every round.
Yeah, no. If you ever see me calling TinWild Kami-cha and DG Shibota, then you can start making fun of me for that.
When one player discards a Petal, the other one should be able to pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, you don't want to
Petal
discard the
Dupont.
pedal that triggers their chain. Then you have to pay for all of it. If they make it themselves, you only have to pay for a quarter.
Petal de Pomme.
Well,
Mm,
Oh, does this
this-
work? No. Oh, well, I mean, it's still a 5.
Yeah, but it wasn't fast enough. They're working on the back foot now.
I don't know, Digi doesn't really have much to follow this up.
They've got.
I guess they have enough, though.
Yeah.
Gotta do it quick before TinWild gets out of trouble.
Oh,
No.
Pin did it backwards!
Oh no!
They got greedy!
Even at the very last moment, the very final move was wrong. Because they could have just pushed a purple up or down and they would have triggered the chain. For some reason, they had the double push on blue in mind instead. Ooh, I like.
Oh, I think that was a mistake, but it probably is not a... Okay,
Yeah, it
never mind.
forces DG to go early. And now the second chain counters most of that. It's not the worst thing that happened. That is kind of fun that you can, like, if you accidentally set up your chain too early, it's Trash Attack. It forces them to do it too.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like Puyo.
Mhm.
It really is like Puyo.
Yeah, no, this mode is
Oh,
extremely
chain.
Puyo-like, yeah.
I think it's just because Puyo is probably the most tempo-heavy game. At least puzzle game.
Yeah, yeah. It's also because this Trash Attack and Puyo have a similar sense of timing in terms of how long it takes for chains to resolve versus how long it takes for garbage to resolve, and also how powerful garbage is.
Yeah.
They are both games where you'll hear a chain coming 10 seconds in advance and know, like, okay, that's gonna kill me instantly. Like, 10 seconds from now, I am dead.
I mean, Puyo feels tempo heavy in the sense of you have to be playing at the same tempo as your opponent to keep up with what they're building.
Once you get good enough at Puyo where you're not just discarding half your pieces.
Basically, yeah. Once the majority of your pieces are going towards making chains. Which, honestly, once you get good enough at Petal Crash, the majority of your petals should be going toward making chains, too.
Yeah. Especially at this point, you basically never want to be doing one clears for any reason. Oh man, even just 2 garbage. Okay, DG counters it, but DG's in a spot where even just a tiny bit of garbage is going to ruin this entire board. They do not have enough space to work with in TinWild.
Yep.
Does manage to find a pretty decent 4-chain to keep themselves alive, but yeah, they're gonna need more than that. They're gonna need more 4-chains real quick. And they didn't get them.
They should put Fairy in this game.
Alright, so TinWild on match point
Mm-hmm.
to end up in winner side of Grands.
Huh. Both players noticing that really good red move immediately, but for some reason TinWild was like, wait a second, no, the blue's got to happen first. TinWild actually pulling off a good tank and send there. It was slightly risky because one of their links had a lot of gaps in it, but it means they get to clear out a lot of garbage with their opening now.
Oh, and Digi is just like... I think Digi is getting a little too hung up on trying to reopen up chains.
But that's what the game's about. That's all I ever want to do as well.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have to pivot. You have to say,
No.
okay, this part of the board is dead to me. I'm going to look somewhere else and plant anew.
That part of the board is you. If you say that part of the board is dead, then you are dead. And with that, I'm going into the gauntlet.
Alright. Off to losers semis. Mib versus Rune, the winner versus Digi, and then the winner of that versus TinWild.
But I said it was me in the gauntlet, not them. That means I have to win at least one, right? Otherwise, it's not much of a gauntlet. I'm sure I'll beat them. How bad could it be?
But you have to win.
Yeah, all I have to do is win.
Wait, is like everybody in the lobby Lilibri, Yosodi, or the twins?
This is usually how it turns out. I actually stand out with a TO role by being these characters that I like more. Don't see a lot of Strelitzes, don't see a lot of Dazes, don't see as many Orchids as we used to.
Yeah. The main Orchid player was Xerxian, so
Orchid's retired now.
she deserves
In
it.
character.
Basically. Whoa!
Mid playing with a very full board, but getting away with it?
I hate it when people get away with stuff. Unless it's me. Ah, that was
Yeah, Rune now on the back foot doesn't really have a good way of counter pressuring. And oh my gosh.
Rune, you might want to get your affairs in order.
Hmm. Alright, the sun was in my eyes.
Yeah?
Yep. I'll have to come up with 4 new bespoke excuses for my next 4 losses, though.
You shouldn't look directly into the sun like that.
Well, I'm not anymore.
It is making me think of that one Wario's Woods enemy that says prepare your excuse for losing.
Ah, wobbly.
Oh! Nib cut off from their chain. Oh,
And then the
eventually
garbage
got
just
it.
generates a new one.
Yep. Oh no, but they grew too much!
Just barely survived that.
Yeah, Nib is playing with such a full board. I think if they played just like about 5 or 6 petals less full, they would be in less dire straits.
I don't know. I could really go either way. Yep.
Ouch.
With that one, I lagged.
Fair.
It's okay.
It's a long distance connection after all.
Last one in the chamber has to be I don't even play this game.
No, I
So the
think I
last
already
one
have
is
my
I
last
would have
one
won in Petal too.
Oh, yeah, okay, great. I think I've got 3 more, thank you.
I also just really appreciate how much the different AI playstyles are just like good ways of playing the game.
Hmm.
I see a lot of like, you'll build a chain and then save it in your back pocket for later, sort of like Daze does.
I'm really glad the different personalities for the different characters ended up working out really well.
There aren't enough puzzle games that do things like that, I think.
I got the idea from Puyo. But it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
less
it's
based on
super-
personality and more that like a bunch of Puyo characters have like a gimmick,
Yeah.
like heartbeat stacking.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
is
I
their
feel like
personality.
Yeah, like, at some point, like, it becomes their ascribed personality, but like, in Petal Crash's case, the gameplay styles were built upon the actual character's personality, and not vice versa.
I don't know. I like to fish in Puyo because he gambles recklessly, and he also does that in the game.
Oh, one move
no,
away.
This is taking the chain!
I'm not a big. Oh wait, no, okay. I think I've
Petal Crash needs a punster like you and Cleo. I guess Orchid is pretty close.
And
I don't
Days
think
also. Wow!
That's illegal, man.
my
Get out of
goodness.
here.
I got so many hot moves, they have to make some of them illegal.
Oh my. Yeah. Yep, that's it.
There we go. I remember. I'm beginning to remember.
Reawakening to your dormant power. I need to send some emails and see if I can get Hakume, Mikochi, and Petal Crash. Under type, where it lists everybody's like species, just says small.
Mib.
Whoa!
I can't believe that chain actually worked. But see, here's the problem. Now their board is still at like 50 petals. So they can't
Yeah,
really
I would
take
hate to
a
have
hit.
that problem.
Yeah, see, they can't really take any hit. Like, both players right now are just playing on boards where they just cannot take a hit.
Ah, right. It's like, I've got 14 spots, I'll just grow. And then I had 6 spots.
You know, it's actually kind of telling. In Tug of War, the winning player is usually the one with the higher clears per minute. In Trash Attack, it's usually the player who has the higher garbage per minute.
Yeah.
Wow. Funny how that
I mean, that
works.
makes perfect sense.
But does it work
Oh.
though?
Uh-oh.
Okay, Mib finding a way in to take part of the chain.
The good thing about surviving a huge garbage attack is that you get the color clear to work with.
Yeah.
Comeback mechanics. Why can't I have a snowball mechanic right now?
You kind of right. You're kind
Oh
of
my goodness.
doing it.
Garbage in itself is a bit of a snowball mechanic, luckily enough.
Mm. It's also the comeback mechanic.
Hmm. How can
You were
something
playing
pull
as
double duty
Cheerno.
like that? That would imply that this game is designed very well.
It must have been an accident.
If you're playing as Cheerno, it definitely would be the snowball mechanic.
You're going to have to try a little bit harder than that.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Whoa!
The one
Oh, that was
kill.
brutal!
932.
That's literally half your entire board was taken up by that one chain.
Oh man, can I remember how to play like that for all my games from now on? I'm gonna need it to beat DigiDigi. Honestly, I needed it to beat Mib. No, you get off the cabinet. No, you too. What the? I'm getting on a different one. Get over here.
I'll be right back.
Where's DigiDigi?
TinWild
here.
seems to think that it's his game to play. It is not yet.
It's mine.
Maybe he is. No, maybe TinWild has assumed, like, oh, Roonespism often makes it to grand finals. I bet I'm playing against him right now. No, not yet. I'm having to work for it this time. GG,
saw them moving in the menu. So,
Okay,
yep.
there they go.
So many ways you can extend this chain.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that just means color conflicts, so we have to go with something a bit simpler.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, we're gonna having to find a way on the right to extend the chain since there wasn't room on the left.
Digi looks like there's a lot of good stuff on deck.
Yep. Quite a lot of material. So, easily counters that chain from Rune. Easily counters the next chain from Rune.
Man! See what I have to put up with here?
Couldn't counter the third chain.
Oh. Saw the mouse cursor slipping a few times. You hate to see it.
Oh,
Ah, yeah!
tried to extend the chain instead of just taking what they had.
I'd hate to be rude.
Oh, that's 15!
Up.
And
Oh.
yeah, no moves. I know it's still early, but is it fairly... Is it starting to work out for the targeted garbage system in Petal 2?
Wait, what about the targeted garbage?
Is that still something you're considering for the Dream Duel mode?
Oh, it's like core to the Dream Duel mode. It's what brings it all together.
Gosh, that's
Oh,
so
yeah,
exciting. Like, being able to, like, specifically hit your opponent in a place where they're building.
I can't wait to see what the sickos do with it.
There'll be a lot of sickos who are very happy about that. I'll be the sicko who's the control case. Because I don't want to watch my friends.
Well, I don't expect Dream Duel to become like the new competitive mode. But I do hope it is fun.
Yeah.
Like Crash Attack. Whoa!
Oh, am I gonna lose this one? I just threw it away on that, I think.
I think it kind of depends on, like, how the, like, spell cards and things affect the gameplay.
Well, right now, we're working on, like, making it balanced and playable without the spell cards before we put the spell cards in. Trash Attack wasn't really supposed to be the main mode, but it's sort of how I originally envisioned the game before I started considering that, like, I didn't want to force people to have to learn chaining right away. So I came up with, like, the whole tug-of-war mechanic stuff to have an alternative. And I always thought it was kind of a klutz, but people ended up liking it.
Oh yeah, because it is such just you can jump in and play the game without having to know the deep mechanics. Like, you know they're there, but you don't have to be good at them to, like, do things.
And we communicate that a lot better in Petal 2. We have cool little energy streaks going onto the battle bar whenever you clear. Ouch.
What were my numbers that round? Oh, 80. Okay. The flow entirely took over my brain there. I couldn't even tell how well I was playing. And then I won, and I was like, oh, maybe I did really well? Oh, I did pretty well. Great.
Guess I can stop now.
Finally, I can stop. Ah, curses. We'll just try fighting attacks instead. Oh!
Yeah, just go with lightning
Isn't it-
attacks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just throw out
isn't
a
it
quick
funny
one.
how the more I practice, the luckier I get?
Guess I'll win. But Digi with a pretty decent reversal has a nice chain build.
Nice chain. What only Juicey made those. That's what we were always saying, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Juicey's not the only one who can make nice chains.
No, it's just me.
No, it's a trademark. You've got to use a different word. You have to say, like, good chain.
Nice combo, Raz.
I'm like, I grew up on Tetris Attack, so I'm always reluctant to call combos and chains the same thing. I'm like, no, those are different.
They're
Yeah, no,
different?
I try to use exactly that.
Should be the
exactly
same.
that definition where I can, yes. Or I'll usually say clear instead of combo.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever say combo should mean chain. Why am I dying? Is it because I'm trying to talk about stuff while I'm playing? Uh-oh. Alright, we've got our excuse for this one. Locked and loaded.
Prepared for anything.
Alright.
Was that Commentators' curse?
Yeah, I believe so. Also, they got 90-90. Okay, maybe I couldn't have beaten that even if I wasn't talking. But this time I'll try to be quiet.
Isn't an AI good enough to get 90-90?
Hey, Rune, whatever you suggest your pedal to, I'm going to put in no matter what you say.
Make sure that customized music, like, you know how you can put whatever you want in the folder, make sure that's still in there.
Okay.
It was worth it.
Buddy!
Sorry. Sorry, I sabotaged you.
No, those were the correct moves, or at least they sure seemed like them when I was making them. But I had one too few moves to set off the red.
I'll have to talk with Jill to see how we can work out, like, unlucky.
Now that
music
it
and
must happen.
arrangements. Yeah.
Ah, curses.
Can have the Soldom versus theme in Petal 2.
If I can get in touch with City Connection Co., get Written Tan in there.
Speaking of, did you hear that Rodland is getting re-released?
I did hear that. The freaking sales curve version for NES.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why not the arcade version, but I guess that's because Hamster Co. has the license for that or something.
Also, you couldn't really do a physical release of the arcade version unless you were doing it for, like, modern consoles.
Oh, that's fair, that's fair. I didn't remember it was a physical release.
Yeah, it's
Just
like a whole little NES.
Buy a new
Fan.
PCB for your super gun.
Yeah!
Oh man, I mean, I bid on a Soldom board recently. I didn't win it though.
That was a funny
That'd be a
chain.
good get. Oh, I keep dreaming about getting my arcade cabinet fixed. I always have dreams that it gets fixed. Well, it works, but like the monitor is so wavy and needs to be
Oh,
like recapped.
yeah.
So it makes me not want to use it that much. So like, I don't know who to call to fix it. And I don't want to do it because I can barely solder a switch onto something.
Oh man, I have
Ah,
to teach
dang.
myself how to solder this weekend.
That one was
I-
going well until I made 2 mistakes right at the end. I was growing too much. Getting antsy.
Oh,
Digi on match point here. Get the run back against Tin. Rune with a 20. Digi countering most of it.
one of my favorite parts of watching competitive Petal Crash is like seeing the huge clash of openers every round.
Oh, I still remember like early days of competitive where we would like have who was it, Spooty doing the like around the board like building a bunch in the corner all the time.
The Spooty McMuffin.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Oh, did you with a nice chain here?
Ooh, that was fancy.
Does Rune have time? Does have time.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Didn't full counter though.
But back on his feet.
Yep. Oh, and then the second chain did not block. It did not get blocked, so a little bit of luck there. Keeping Rune in the game. Color clear coming in handy.
Yeah. As your reward
wow.
for survival, here's a free chain for you.
Oh wow!
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay.
And Digi, yeah.
Sometimes I do something like that and it doesn't kill TG, so that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, Digi just absolutely not ready to handle 15 in the mid game. Kind of hard in Trash Attack because you're walking that tightrope of how can I keep enough material on my board while also having enough space to take a hit. Oh, okay, Digi missed an extension on this. Oh, never mind, gets it anyway.
I would have had one more link in Petal 2.
Oh, Digi doesn't have enough time to finish the chain.
Time to pivot.
That chain
Yeah.
wouldn't have worked in Petal 2.
There are a few things that don't work in Petal 2 with the new
Yeah.
corner cases.
I'm
But
sorry that
I needed the corner case there.
I'm sorry you're probably gonna get reverse ruled to hell in
Oh,
Petal 2.
I think so, yeah.
Whew, what a set.
yeah,
Okay.
nice comeback. Rune running it all the way back to grand finals.
Now I just need to beat TinWild about twice as much as they beat me, and then I'll win the whole tournament.
Easy peasy.
I've been famously good at beating TinWild in the past.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of
why
your
I'm
thing.
seeded number 2 and they're seeded number 1. I've
Yeah.
got more seeds than they do.
You don't have to say it like that.
Too tired for this.
Unfortunately, the joke I was actually going for didn't work unless I worded it in the way that it produced a new worse joke. Oh, I don't see a very good opening here. We're going for a lightning tube, just so I can reset my brain.
Ooh, got the chain block.
Oh, great.
That doesn't mean that Tin couldn't find a new chain.
Yeah, but I also found a new chain. The brain reset was for both of us. You know how in Magic the Gathering there's a little card called Wheel of Fortune that says both players have to discard their hand and draw 7? Sometimes that's good for both on both sides.
I thought Wheel of Fortune was a tarot card, not a magic card.
No, it's a
my
game show.
Now I'm thinking of the idea of like tarot cards coming like in and out of rotation. Oh yeah, Hermit got the hand.
Yeah, oh, Hermit was busted.
Tin's so full on their board.
How I wish that were me. Actually, kind of is me. Ah. There's not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah. Alright, well, it was close. Let's try and do that, but a little bit
You
better
could've-
next time.
You did have one move. You could have moved that yellow to the left to hit those other oranges.
Ah, I always forget that yellows and oranges clear together.
Yeah. I'm actually very happy with... No, I'll talk about this later.
Ominous.
I just don't want to distract Rune.
Oops. That was a misclick, actually. Oh well, it's not like it was that much worse than the chain I was going for.
Yeah, I lost by 4, so not too far behind. And use the garbage to your advantage.
Oh, this is no good. Hmm.
Oh!
Alright, which move do you prefer? Which one do you want me to do?
Bro.
Move the yellow.
Okay.
No, that was the orange! What are you doing?
I don't know what to tell you. I only had 3 moves there. I went for the closest one I had.
Okay, so I was gonna talk about... I'm excited for the way custom palettes are gonna work. Because you're gonna have a thing that
Yeah.
like lets you pick the individual colors for every block. And the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing
that
is...
one was really cool.
And the same thing is gonna be used to pick like your name color, your player color. So I went through a bunch of work to make sure that every color you pick would be good. Instead of just being like, oh, I'll just do the hue shift and then that'll be it. No.
Oops. Oh wait, it's... Oh!
Oh! I didn't even see that move.
Ooh.
If only I did it faster and didn't say oops, I could have pretended that was the plan all along. My opponent doesn't seem very appreciative of the fact that I'm struggling here. Ah, wait.
Engaging
yeah,
a
why
lot of
did you grow?
unsportsmanlike behavior.
Yeah.
So what I did is I took all of the regular block palettes and then I interpolated between them. And then I hand adjusted every one of those hand adjusted every one of those interpolated palettes to look good individually. And then interpolated between those. Rinse and repeat like twice.
And then I added a lot of artifacting to it.
Yeah, just for a little flavor, a little crunch.
Oh yeah.
God, dude, what the hell?
I also came up with 2 completely different methods to generate lighter and darker versions of the colors.
I can't believe I lost.
You haven't
Wow.
lost.
I've lost!
Wow.
I can't believe it!
You're so bad at the
Can't
video
believe
game.
it. Losing looks so much like winning.
I can't believe how much I've lost.
I don't know, this reads kind of as neutral to me.
nice little clump of garbage in the middle of the board.
Ah. Oh, hey, thanks.
Oh, oh.
Malevolent garbage. Are you sure?
Nothing bad ever happens.
I missed the battle bar. It gave me a good sense of where we are in the match, and now that this has been kind of reset twice, my brain, it's not happy no more.
Oh no!
See, I would have rather
Oh,
Rune
give
just
a
lose
sweep.
stock there.
I can't believe I lost control of that chain.
Go back to tug of war for this
However long
match.
ago that was.
Gentlemen's back to tug of war.
They'd be beating me on tug of war too.
Tilt
Yeah, pull them
controls.
to tilt
But not by
controls.
this much.
So yeah, TinWild threatening a sweep here. That would have worked in Petal 2.
Threatening is when you threaten a sweep, it means that when you win, you have to switch to star sweep.
Hey Juicy, do you think we could get Xerxian to unretire to play Star Sweep in bracket?
That one, maybe.
Yeah, that's like the one game.
That's because he never got to fully play it in Versus in his prime.
Oh,
Oh, the snipe!
Oh no!
my
Yeah, I
brain
hate to
told
see
me
it.
you just have to do these 5 moves in 2 seconds. I was like, all right, yeah, sure. Thanks, brain. You're
Something
always
like
there
that.
for me.
Jeez.
You're welcome.
Alrighty then.
I can't beat that guy in Trash Attack. That's his mode. It's definitely not mine.
So, we're at the events list here. It's June 5th. Wave goodbye. Petal Crash just wrapped up. TinWild is your very convincing Trash Attack champion. We will be back next week with Wrecking Crew 98, a platformer meets panel to pawn style game. It's a good time. It's kind of funny. There's touch of death combos. Who wouldn't love that?
Mm-hmm.
And the
Whoever
following
just
week,
wanted to tell your opponent, actually, the game is over and I win.
yeah, following week is Mouse Huge Go-Go. That's actually my birthday week. I should have co-opted and made Puyo-san a little closer to that, but that's further down the line. We also have, not listed on the screen here, Mantidoro Masters Finale is going to be on June 22nd. If you've not yet, Burnup and I are contributing to the prize pool again, but we do have a shop page with a bunch of Magical Drop themed merch, and proceeds are going towards the prize pool. So by all means, look into that. It's pretty cool. It'll be a good time. And wrapping up June is going to be Puyo Puyo-san Keteban, the final mix. We're gonna Kingdom Hearts. We're the final mix version for PS1. It's a good time. I don't know if Sun ultimately has that much more underlying going for it compared to Sue, but outside of Puyo Versus as a client, there's not really been a lot of chances for it to be played on NetPlay, so, we'll see what happens. We also have, I'll explain it when I'm not tired.
Okay.
We also have all the way up to July planned up and listed on the Discord, so just check it there. Sign up for other tournaments. We do friendlies, we stream, we voice chat. Honestly, it's a good time. It's a good time. I'm going to see if we have any puzzle friends we can raid before I pass out and talk about Densha Dago controllers.
How do you get the interface in Google Docs back if you got rid of it?
I don't know what to tell you on that. It's looking like rating has a new interface on Twitch, and it's not showing me the people that I usually follow. Search and filter. Okay.
I got rid of all the menus on Google Docs at some point, and I can't get them back.
Unfortunately, I'm a programmer, which means that facts about Google Docs leave my brain the very second they enter them.
Hmm.
Thanks for playing my video game.
Oh,
Oh, thanks for making your video game.
this is
You're
broken.
welcome.
Why, if I type in Wario, it brings up Call of Duty Warzone? That's not what I typed in Twitch.
Man, Warzone would be so much better if it had Wario in it. I say that knowing
Wario
basically
Zone.
nothing about... Yeah, exactly. And I say that knowing basically nothing about Warzone as well.
I'm gonna rate someone
Most video
playing
games would be improved with the introduction of Wario.
Paneled Upon Syuga218. Give
Oh,
them.
that's
Hmm?
speedrunner who is like, I think they have the speedrun world record.
That's crazy. Hit him with the funny pedal crash, and we will see you guys next time.
It's Control-Shift-F
Yeah,
There you go.
to get the menu back in Google Docs.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Alright, see you around, everybody.